Yay Networks.
Hey guys, episode 65. As I'm saying this, my eye's like twitching like crazy. What does that mean when your eye twitches? I felt like I Googled that one time because I'm kind of a hypochondriac.
I think it means you have cancer.
Oh, be quiet.
I shouldn't have said that, but.
It's, I know, I forgot what it meant. It's like something, you're lacking something.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
When your eye twitches. I can't stand it though when it's like, brrr. Oh, talking about our YouTube Live. I keep wanting to say Instagram Live. YouTube Live. So sorry for all the technical difficulties yesterday. But hey, you guys stuck with us. I thought we were going to lose all of our viewers.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and being part of our first YouTube Live. Obviously, we had some technical difficulties, but we're working out on our end and Yay Network's end. But I think it's mostly on our end. Our internet sucks.
Yes,
it's a problem.
It is a problem, but it's not just our house. It's everybody.
Yeah.
There's always somebody I'll see on, your Ring camera, how you can have like the neighborhood thing where everybody writes something.
And they all complain.
People are always writing about the internet being bad, or even my neighbors that work from home. They're like, oh my gosh, the internet again. Riley, our producer, she saved me one day. Our internet was bad and we had a Zoom meeting and she took over and saved me because it could have been really bad.
I don't know what's going on because I have it like hardwired into the, where our TV is over there. So I don't even know if that works. That should fix the problem.
The guy said it should, but who knows that I'm yawning and I'm sorry.
What's going on? Why are you so tired?
I don't know. I walked today. I had a productive day. I mowed the lawn. Me and retired neighbor went on a walk. We called Jeff on our walk. And I love talking with him just about everything. We are just so random, all of our conversations. And what else did I do? Wait, this is what I should have said on the top of the show. This made me really mad, okay? I don't get mad often. This is my third time this week ordering a Coke and they give me Diet Coke. Like, I hate Diet Coke. I don't say anything. I just get mad and then I dump my Coke out.
Why don't you just go? She calls me every time this happens, and it's 3 times in a row. You think you would adjust your approach? Hi, can I get a Coke? Excuse me, could you make sure it's like regular Coke and not Diet? I'm allergic to Diet Coke. Thank you. Problem solved. Or park the car. Hi, you give me a Diet Coke. Can I get a regular Coke?
I'm starting to think I'm crazy. My taste buds are off or something. I'm like, what in the world? And then I'm like, I'm saying a medium Coke. Medium Coke, Diet Coke doesn't sound the same. I'm becoming my mother. My mom gets really mad, and I'm trying to stay away from Mountain Dew because when I went to my gynecologist, she was hilarious. This was like back in the first of the year, and she goes, "You're telling me all this other stuff, and you're worried about everything, and you walk in my office with the Mountain Dew. That's gonna kill you faster than anything."
Yeah.
And I just started laughing. I go, "I love my Mountain Dew." She goes, "Maybe lay off the Mountain Dew first, and then worry about your other problems." Like, she's so funny. Like, you can joke around like that. So I haven't really been drinking Mountain Dew, but I will say sometimes I do have to go get me a big gulp at the gas station and I got to get me a Mountain Dew. Like, I love Mountain Dew, but I try not to do, it's either coffee or I do have to have my caffeine because if I don't, I complain all the time to you, I get the worst headaches.
Yeah, you are turning in your mind. You know how bad like pop is for you? Like,
it's
soda?
Terrible.
It's like the number. If you're trying to lose weight, anybody out, if you just cut out just your soda and how much sugar you're drinking. I saw something too online. It showed you like if you drink 1 pop a day, it showed you like a bag of sugar at the end. You like how much sugar you're putting in your body per year.
That's great. My mom has drank
You didn't even care about
Coke. I think every single day since I can even remember.
Well, your mom eats a Coke and a Kit Kat bar, and she's
true.
done.
She is 90 pounds.
Yeah.
I didn't take after her.
Or a Snickers bar, right?
I can't afford to drink a Coke every single day.
No, I'm just saying, if you like, because you're always talking about, health and weight and stuff. If you, I don't like to harp on do whatever makes you happy, but I'm just saying, if you cut that out.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're not exercising, I'm moving my body. Like if you're not exercising and you're just sitting around drinking a Coke, yeah. But if I'm doing 5 miles, I can afford a Coke.
Well, yeah, like I said, if you balance it out, do what makes you happy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not even drinking alcohol. I said that weird. Like,
I know. What's going on with you? Me, a big gulp. Me. What did you just get off the farm?
Huh? What?
You're like in outer space today. What's going on?
I'm in outer space every day.
Yeah, kind of. So we were just complaining. I got a complaint for you.
Oh, no.
What's up with you not taking the plastic like sealer if you get like yogurt or cottage cheese or sour cream?
Oh, God.
What do you mean, oh, God? You just rip it like a raccoon got in there and then you leave it. Take it all the way off. Because you know what happens? The next person that goes in there, it gets all on their fingers because it went down into cottage cheese. And what's up? You just leave me with a mess.
I bought a thing of cottage cheese and you ate the whole thing in one day.
Don't divert. Stay with me. Why do you do that? Because
it protects it. I think it's gross. The boys have dirty fingers. The boys have, if they touch it, if the plastic is still around, I feel like it's still like covered. Even though there is a top for it, it's still covered and it's protected. And I don't like it being completely open.
So you like when the plastic falls into the salsa and there's salsa everywhere?
No, it doesn't normally do that.
Yeah, it does every single time.
Yeah, I always think if there's like a bug, if the kids have dirty fingers or if something.
That's why there's a top.
Yeah, and then there's a plastic thing covering it to making sure nothing else gets in it.
So you're saying you're not changing?
I'm not changing, sorry.
This is a problem. It makes me upset.
Cool.
I'm not even joking. I was pissed off. I'm like, what's going on here? Just take it off. Take it off. Just take it off. It's so simple, but it makes me so mad.
You sound like your brother right now.
I don't know. You guys have this problem at home?
I just don't want it falling in. I don't want dirty stuff in there. Yeah, no, I'm not changing my ways. There's a lot of things I could say about you, but I keep my mouth shut.
Oh, really? Since when?
Well, I've been keeping my mouth shut because in the mornings, you're just like, rah, 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 all the time.
All right, let's take a little break and regroup here.
Okay, y'all, I got this bright pink cashmere sweater from Quince. It feels super soft.
Yeah, it's great. And shifting my wardrobe from summer to fall is always challenging. I got me another nice cardigan sweater to go with my collection. Very affordable, very stylish. It's a light beige. I'll be wearing it when fall comes around, but it's super comfortable, super soft, just like you said. And I got myself a summer t-shirt. How jam is that?
My hot pink, I'm definitely going to be shopping there. And I'm telling you, it's great quality. You wouldn't even know it's a fraction of the price. But by partnering directly with top factories, Quince cuts out the cost of the middleman and passes the savings on to us.
So make switching seasons a breeze with Quince's high quality closet essentials. Go to quince.com/togetherness. That's MESS for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. How about that?
Yeah, I love that. Welcome back.
What are you laughing at?
I don't know. You're just a mess. We're just a mess.
Yeah, well, we're working on it.
So last night, you guys, you know the nights that you don't have anything planned, and it was just so fun. So it was so random. Our neighbor's mom was over babysitting, and I just love her. She's so funny. And then another neighbor was out walking her dog. And then she saw us outside talking. And then she's like, well, I'm supposed to walk my dog, but I'll stop and I'll have a beer. Sits down to have a beer. Then retired neighbor walks over and he's like, well, you guys can't drink alone. I'm going to join. And then all of a sudden, the neighbor that was walking her dog ends up at her house getting her a guitar, and we end up doing an Oasis and singing. And it was just so fun. It was just like a beautiful night, and those nights are just the best.
Yeah.
Just
in the summer, like it cools down a little bit at night, and the sunsets are beautiful, and I don't know, it's just very nice and peaceful.
You're sitting in lawn chairs. You're just, everybody's just enjoying each other. Everybody's laughing, singing. It's just happy. You're in your flip-flops. I just love that.
Yeah, just having fun. No talk about politics or whatever else everyone's complaining about on the internet. It's just like, oh man, the 80s were so fun. Remember we just telling our favorite like 80s songs and like, I don't know, just dumb, fun stuff while the kids are running around chasing bugs, throwing a football. It's just nice.
But it's like, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
That's like what life is about. And just being with other people, connecting with people with different personalities than you, and you all just coming together as one.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's the dream.
I'm
right?
seriously thinking of hiring. There's this guy that plays in the neighborhood. He's so nice. And my friend hired him for her husband's birthday party. And I was like, I think I want to hire him to play at the end of our driveway and then just have everybody just sit and get their lawn chairs. Just people on our street, not like a big thing. And just play jams.
That
And
sounds
a
fun.
bonding thing. And I kind of want to go out and buy some solar lights and put them in the island. We have an island in our cul-de-sac, and just put solar lights out as if I own the island.
For what?
So we can just like sit out there and just jam.
Well, summer's almost over. It's going to start snowing.
Yeah, but then we're all going to be bundled up in our big coats.
All right. You got plans, huh?
I definitely got plans.
I need to get another job for this solar excursion.
I got ideas for this podcast. I get really excited. I have some great ideas, and I'm tired of people telling me no, and people telling me that your ideas aren't good, or no, this isn't going to happen. And I told Jeff, I go, you know what? This whole time, I've been like taking care of the kids, and you've been doing like your corporate thing, working on your show. And I'm like, who cares? I'm just going to start asking people. Maybe they might think I'm weird. I don't really care. Be like, hey, you want to come on this podcast? Hey, you want to do this? You know what? We're going to do it. Because you never know if you don't ask.
No,
you
you're
just sitting around like, well, I didn't mean it like that. You're not sitting around. You just waiting for somebody. You're sending in your reels and resumes and nobody's calling you back. And you got all this experience. It's like, who cares about these people? I'm just going to ask.
Yeah, well, I'm there too. So I'm glad your mind's there.
You got to you
got to create your own. I think that's the new way to do it now. You know, you got to create your own thing. You can't wait. Because like I said, I talk about it all the time. When corporate gets involved, they stifle your ideas or they tell you can't do it. But they don't even know themselves what works or not. They're kind of gambling their own careers because they either green light something or they say no, or you have to check 800 boxes before someone gets hired. And it's like people are paving their own path, whether it's on the internet, through podcasting, whatever it may be, through their own small business. And that's the way to go.
Yeah.
In my mind.
I
know
feel like
it's
people
risky.
getting started, it's a money thing. People are like,
For
well, we
sure.
can't do that. It's money. And I told Jeff, I'm like, well, we're going to start spending. And all we do is save, save, save. We're going to start doing it. We're going to make things happen. And I have ideas that seem absolutely crazy. I shared some with Riley today. And I was like, you know what? This sounds absolutely crazy. And people are probably, the people that I have ideas to ask are probably going to turn me down and say no. But you know what? I don't care. I don't know if we don't ask.
And if you don't try,
I
you
want to
never-
do other things with this podcast, and I've always like worked around your schedule and just been raising the kids, and now they're going to be 8 and 6, and it's a lot easier for our families to come here and watch the kids and us to be able to branch out. This podcast keeps growing again. I don't know. Who knows if it was a blessing or not. It was supposed to just be a hobby, and now it's forming and becoming something, and we just keep growing followers, which is amazing. Thank you to all you guys. Continue to still tell your friends, you know. I hope we don't bore y'all. But yeah, there's other things now. I'm like, you know what? Let's try this. You don't need corporate.
Right.
Corporate's just safe. It's a safe way to go.
Right. No, and yeah. Listen.
Listen, if corporate still wants to hire you, they can.
Yeah, trust me, I'm not big talk in that, because if I get hired somewhere, I'll go back. But because that's just what I know. It is very secure and stable. But I think this little lesson I've learned here in life, I don't know, transition we're going through, I guess I should say. But I did learn a lot from this job, and even from getting fired, right? Because nothing lasts forever.
No.
So even if I do find another job, which again, no one's called me back, we still have a different avenue that we could follow in addition to that if nothing happens. And if nothing happens, we could go full go on what our new dreams are, and it might open another door that
and
we
your
never
jardinier and
thought.
just everything. And I mean, even if you had to cut back, we've always cut back. So it's not like our life is changing anyways,
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Yeah, I'm all good.
Yeah.
What?
Let's do it. I'm going to make it happen, guys.
Why you've been really inspired lately? What switched you?
What do you mean? I have to be. There were a couple days around my period that was coming that I was super emotional. And I think because the whole time have been strong for you and been you got this. It's and then I think I was just the kids. I was having a day with the kids. They were just really, being a mom can be hard. And you have those days where they're just giving you a really hard time. And then you were in a bad mood, and then you just get tired of being positive, and you just get run down. It's okay, I need to have my breakdown now because I haven't cried, and I haven't I've been your rock, motivating you. And then I was just run and crying, and then not feeling supported by other people. And then you realize you're well, that's not my people, and then you find your people, and then who's with you.
Yeah.
Like that. When I say with you, that kind of sounds like you're a cult. I don't mean it like that. Who's with you, rooting you on, pushing you forward. And
truly your friend.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's me just, again, going back to not drinking alcohol, working on myself, because alcohol makes you depressed. I mean, you're having fun at the moment, but then it's a downer, and I have just I walk and listen to this positive stuff. I mean, I say the same thing all the time. My devotionals really help me, but that's me. It's not for everyone, but it's me just staying positive and just being hopeful, because I feel like if you lie and you cheat and you're not a good person, obviously things are going to crash. Things aren't going to happen to you, and that's not you. And so I see it as you've been honest, you've put in the hard work, you try, you can't fail. And also, I always say this, at that time, I hope I don't sound like I'm repeating myself, but at that time when we lived in California and everything, Jeff shared this story, everything was going bad. You lost your agency, your commercial agent, your agent. We're in this tiny, gross apartment, and we had Lawson.
That apartment was awesome.
That apartment was disgusting. It had mold everywhere. But you can go back and live in the moldy apartment. But we were in a much worse situation, and it's all timing. And I feel like God picked us up, moved us here to Denver for a reason. And then you had a good run, 7 years, right? And I've always said this. I'm if you stay honest, you stay true to yourself, God will not fail you. And I'm sorry if you're not a Christian or don't believe in God. I'm not trying to push my belief on anybody. I'm just sharing, this is just really how I feel. And I feel like God does not... He will not let if you believe in him, and he will not fail you. And so that is my hope. I have been, before I met you, I was in a really bad situation, much worse situation when my parents divorced, and he had got me to where I'm at, where I met you with Big Brother. Then it continued to get better. And then, of course, you have your ups and downs. No, we're not living life like Kardashians, but who cares? Who wants to live a life like that? I mean, some people might. I really wouldn't, because I think they're miserable people. But we have good friends that we're surrounded by,
right? No,
or we have our family support.
Yeah, Very blessed.
We have the things that like you really need in life. Materialistic things are like cool. Yeah, it's nice. I'm not going to lie. I have bought a designer handbag time and time, but no, I don't go out. But that was like 2 years ago. I don't go and sometimes I'm like, okay, I might splurge.
Treat yourself.
Yeah, but no, it's not all the time. I'm not going to sit here and try to sound like, oh, I don't buy this. Yes, I do from time to time. Yes, I do. But we have all the things that you need in life that make you happy. We have healthy kids. You're healthy. I'm healthy. We have a family that supports us. We have wonderful neighbors that support us. We have good friends, and we all have fun. Yeah. Are we flying on a private jet going to some island? No. But you know what? We're sitting in our beach chairs and we're singing 90s songs and 80s songs, and we're having the best time, and we're connecting with people, and we're having fun. And that's really what it's about. Material. I shared didn't I share this on the podcast? I don't know if I said this or not. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. When I was 22 years old, I don't remember exactly how much I had in my bank account before Big Brother. I had, let's just say $800, because that's probably what I had. $800 compared to after Big Brother winning 500,000, right? I felt no different. Whether that 500,000 was sitting in my bank account or that $800 was sitting in my bank account, my insecurities were still there. My problems were still there. It helped me. Yes. It made me feel good that I bought a home for my mom, and I helped my sister, paid off my sister's car, got you LASIK eye surgery because that was a payback for you for being my friend on, Big Brother. And then still, if I die, you're going to get my house anyway. So there you go. You won. You got your money back. It's like you won Big Brother.
Something to look forward to.
It's just, I helped a friend with the baby. I bought her a whole baby room. I did good with it. I didn't use that money and go buy materialistic things. You know, I bought my mom a couple nice things, but I'm just saying that stuff. Yes, it's nice. It's a high. Oh, this is nice. I got a cute outfit. But that stuff doesn't make you happy. What makes you happy is being with good friends and being in good company. And I think that is what keeps me positive, because I think depending where you live, you can get caught up in that. Man, I wish I did have a nicer car, or I wish I did have that. And then you realize, what does that matter? I'm going to buy a nicer car. And if I buy a nicer car, is that going to make me feel more important? Is that going to make me feel better? No, it's just going to be a high for a week. And then it's going to be like, oh, all right, it's just a car.
All right. Well, I like it. Let's take a little break. That was a good little rant. I enjoy it. But we'll be right back.
Okay, guys, how did you like that giveaway, the AG1 giveaway?
It was a good one.
It was. And again, thank you, AG1, for being a sponsor. And we just love AG1. So many people, friends, neighbors, y'all DM me and have said you bought AG1 and tried it. It's let's all get on this wellness train together.
Absolutely.
And let's be healthy and let's take our vitamins. I think that is the reason. I was sick in January, January 1st. And then I have not been sick since, knock on wood.
Yeah. Taking care of your health shouldn't be complicated, and AG1 simplifies this by replacing multi-health supplements like multivitamins. That's my biggest thumbs up to AG1, that I cut down so many vitamins that I've been taking daily, and I've been saying that week after week.
You know what sold me on AG1 is you always got on me, take vitamins. That's why you're sick. Take vitamins, because all last year I was sick. And I take AG1, what sold me was the zinc doesn't make me sick to my stomach. And I love that it has zinc, vitamin C. We're about to go in the fall season. That's when the kids are going to start bringing the germs home. And I need my immune up. So do you. You have a pretty good immune system, but mine has always been low since I got COVID. But that's why I drink my AG1 to help my immune system.
Yeah, I've been feeling great this whole year. I've really been taking care of myself, but I do get sick when the weather changes.
Always.
So when it goes from warm to cold, that's why it's so important you keep up with your vitamins. And you were just talking about prebiotics and probiotics and helping your gut support.
I'm drinking a probiotic right now. I drank my AG1 this morning, and I got a probiotic
Well, there
that
you
I'm
go.
drinking.
You double dosed it. So if you want to replace your multivitamin like me and more, start with AG1. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packets. Those things are the best with your first subscription at drinkag1.com/togetherness. That's drinkag1.com/togetherness. MESS. Trust me, you got to check it out.
Okay, welcome back. Sorry, kind of.
No, that was
Went
good.
off on it.
I think it's important, like, with the audience knows what's in your mind, you know?
Yeah, you have to find what inspires you and what.
No,
Keeps you
all that
going.
stuff is the same as me, so I didn't need to repeat anything. I said in the past episode, like, if I was ever going to lose my job, it's now. We have a family. They're healthy. Everyone's healthy. I'm strong. I could still do whatever. We're in a good spot. You don't want it to happen when the walls are caving in and you're late on your mortgage and, your health's not great, or God forbid something's wrong with your kids. And then you find out something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm in a position where if I could pick when I lose my job, it'd be right now. You know what I mean? Because I'm in a great position.
And
so
I feel like
I'm blessed. I say that every day.
I feel like nothing's happening to you right now because there is something else better, and that's why you're not getting that.
Right. So we're open to all roads. We're going down a couple right now. And hopefully in 5 years or whatever it is, a year, 10 years.
We'll look back and be like, can you believe?
Wow,
Yeah. And look where we've gone.
And that's every speaking of like good friends and family, every single person I talk to, old friends in the industry, family members, they all say the same thing. And I know it's kind of just a saying, but they're like, trust me, you're going to get something better and look back because it happened to them. They're like, it happened to me.
Viewers
I know.
say that.
I know. So it's very relatable. And you got to take advice from people when you don't believe, so you got to keep the faith, like you said, wherever your faith comes from, whether it's God or family or positivity, whatever it is, you got to keep the faith. You got to keep the faith. So I'm glad my mind is back there because I remember sitting here a couple of weeks ago not thinking that, so I'm glad my mind is back to keeping the faith, knowing something will happen. And if it doesn't, knowing I'll create my own thing and make that work. And maybe that will make me even happier than I was before.
Right.
So that I'm glad your mind's there. My mind's there. So we're in a good place. That's what we're saying.
I get negative sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to act.
Have ups and downs.
I'll get like where I get mad, where I feel like, I feel like you put all this pressure on me. But it's like you can't play the feel sorry for me pity game. It's like you got to put on your big girl pants and figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, but one thing we have not told our kids that you've lost your job.
Right.
And I'm not telling them.
I don't know if they understand what that means yet. They're only 5 and 7.
I think they're going to ask because they know you do your morning meetings.
Right.
And they know you're at work. And they'll ask Sam's daughter. And so they'll know when you're still at home, you haven't left.
Well, I'll tell them, but yeah, I think when you're a little older, I remember my dad losing his job and I forgot.
You
how
shared
old I was.
this.
Yeah. But I remember I was like, you guys aren't going to have any more money? Like, are we going to lose our house? But I was older, you know what I mean? I was like a teenager. So I remember that thought going through my head. I guess that's just what you think. But our kids, I don't think they're old enough to like put 2 and 2 together. They might say like, oh, I think they're gonna be like, we can't go in, the studio's not gonna be there anymore. You're not gonna be on TV anymore. Like, I think they understand that.
I do think Lawson's going to freak out.
Really?
I do.
Why?
Because he is scared that we're moving. Because Leighton, so he already said this before and Lawson cried. Leighton was aggravating him 2 nights ago and was like, we're moving, Lawson. We're going to the beach. Because Leighton always hears me talk about the beach. Lawson had a complete meltdown. and was like, Mom, tell him to stop it. We're not moving, are we? And he was his best friend lives next door to us. They played football together. He loves his teachers, his friends, everything. He would be devastated.
Listen, we're not moving in the near future. That's, what I mean? So we just have to get through that, telling him that, which again, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I'll tell him. But and then just if Papa's going to find another job, like we're fine. We're not going anywhere. If push comes to shove later down the road, we're going to have to do what we have to do, but hopefully it doesn't get to that.
Push comes to shove, Jeff's going.
I don't, like I said,
Jeff's
if someone would call me back, I would commute for the first year, even if I got something out of state.
Yeah.
Because
somebody help me find the I'm trying to find this. Who is he? The president or something, or who does the hiring? I keep telling Jeff, I'm like, I'm going to write him. I'm going to be your agent.
No, I'm reaching out. And again, we're not going to harp on this.
I'm joking.
Every episode, talk about the same thing. We're just trying to keep you guys up to date and what's happening.
Well, we're trying to keep it like relatable, just because everybody goes, I mean, this is just life.
Yeah, and I like documenting where we're at, and right now we're kind of stuck. But even I wouldn't say we're in this position, but even like the mindset over the last couple of weeks, it's cool that we could look back and follow our journey where our mind was, and it's cool taking the audience on the little journey with where we're at. Like because I don't know, a lot of people are very concerned and also supportive, and in our little.
You guys are like our friends that we don't know, and we're all just hanging out. I do read the YouTube comments, and everybody's so nice, like nobody's mean.
No,
and everybody writes something. And then what was I going to say? I am wanting to have. I just have to. A lot of you wrote, "Where are your neighbors?" Like to bring on. We are going to do an episode with our neighbors. We are just going to have to do it on a Friday when everybody has a few drinks, because nobody wants to talk on here. Everybody's scared and everybody's nervous. But I think if we can somehow crowd everybody in and everybody talk, it would be fun.
It'd be fun for us. I don't know, the fun for the audience, but I would like it. We'd
have a good time. So that is my goal. And I also want to I got to convince him our other neighbor is a Green Beret, and I want him on because he has the best stories about Afghanistan, if he will share them. But I love hearing about the military and things like that, and I think he would be a great guest to have on. But I have to get him on because he is not a people person at all. So that might be hard, but if I can get him a few whiskeys, maybe he might come on.
If we get him a bottle of whiskey, it might push him over the edge.
Yeah. But I would love for y'all to hear that's something different, because each of our neighbors brings something I feel like special and talking to them. But I hope you love this episode. I hope you don't feel like we're dragging this out about the job thing. This is kind of another reason too. Jeff's done Friday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Friday's
you're done.
My last day. It's gonna be emotional. But I think once it's done, all said and done, again, it's going to be a very emotional day on Friday, but once it's all done, it's behind me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I got to start looking forward.
And again, we're going to bring this podcast to the next level. I have ideas, so I need all y'all to support and back us up on this, okay?
Our life depends on it.
No, our life doesn't depend on it. I need y'all to be like, yes, you guys are bringing it. I need y'all to watch it and be like, and agree and cheer me on for it, because it's probably the most insane ideas, but I'm going to get these people on.
You don't want a 7-year-old little boy crying because he has to move, do you? Tell your friends to like and subscribe this video.
Yeah, no, we're going to do it. We're traveling. We're going to travel with this podcast. We're bringing it new levels. Anyways, okay, thank you again for continuing to watch, download, subscribe. Just for all your support. I hope you like these episodes, and we'll see you next week.
Congratulations again to the winners.
Yes.
And thanks for tuning into that YouTube. We're going to tighten it up for our next one, but appreciate the support, and we love it.
And I look like shit today. I didn't even know we were recording today, so sorry. But have a good weekend. Bye.
I hope you're just listening so you didn't have to see Jordan today.
Yeah, they're going back to look because they're going to be like, oh my God.
All right, bye.